What is going on, family? And we are back today with some new Erik Grönwall, right? I always want to call him Grönwall. Erik Grönwall. Shout out to Sorry You're Blue for throwing this one in the list today. And I definitely want to appreciate them. And I also want to give a special shout out to my main man. I call him Sugar Free, but Super Sam, who had interviewed Erik, and I had made a comment on this video and was saying that how much I loved and appreciated Sam's conversation with Erik. What I think the most about Sam's interview is it made me like Erik that much more, and I feel like Sam was a major contributing part to that. With the conversation that he had with him, I really enjoyed checking out his talk. I thought it was very informative. I learned a lot about the guy, and it really made me want to kind of more or less, again, become more of a fan of him and check out more of his stuff. There was a handful of things that I didn't even know about Erik that I had learned from that. Like I said, I found it very informative. Didn't realize like that he had some of the things going on with like the cancer in his life, and being a part of Skid Row, the band. Didn't even know that. I saw a billboard for Skid Row the other day coming to one of the casinos like around here to play a show, and that could have been Erik Grönwall then, but it sometimes it's how it didn't work out that way. And the thing that I remember when we checked out an original song from him before for this new project, I thought to myself instantaneously, this is the thing that I've loved the most that I've seen him do. And after watching his conversation with Sam, he made a comment in there, and he said that this project is all of me. This is 1000% me. I put all of myself into this song, into this project, and that's the kind of artist that I like the most, is that they are vulnerable and honest and raw that way. And that's basically everything that he was saying was like, that was what I did. That's what I had to do. And that's what I wanted to do with this project. So I'm very excited that we're back today to check out a new song from him as well. This one's been out, I think, for a couple weeks, probably when the album came out. So we'll have to keep going down the list and check out the next song. You guys can let me know in the comments which one we should do next. But today we're going to be checking out Praying for a Miracle and Shout Out to Sorry You're Blue. Let's go ahead and get into it today.
From
Yeah, I feel like in this song specifically, we'll talk about this one particularly, and not compare it to like the last one from this new project. But this one in particular, I feel like I hear like a lot of the inspirations that he talked about with a lot of like the bands. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but he definitely named a bunch of bands that he grew up, and he said a lot of stuff that his dad would play for him, and a lot of stuff that he grew up in, like the different artists that he had idolized and frontmen and all those kinds of different things that him and Sugar Free Sam, Mr. Super Sam, was talking about in their conversation. And I feel like in this song you can see a lot of that come to the forefront. I think I don't know why I feel it's so cool that a guy from Sweden like this like loves like this kind of music, and like just almost like comes to the table with like these new like fresh ideas off of like almost what it would be. I don't want to say dated music, but music from like different decades this way. There's been a ton of artists out here that make music that almost sound inspired from that time frame, and I feel like he's definitely one of those people that like you can almost tell from like the first time you ever hear him sing any kind of cover or anything where you're like, oh yeah, this guy definitely loved those couple of decades with the hair metal bands for sure. He got the voice for it, yeah, he totally cooked in this, man. I feel like also hearing a little bit about his story and his struggle, especially in the last handful of years, I feel like a lot of that like came. I heard all of that in the lyrics of this song, right? Where like when like, that conversation again he had with Sam and talking about those things, I heard a lot of that lyrical storytelling through this of like, that is the journey that I've gone through, and now I'm putting it out here in this music. I heard every part of it. So I really would encourage you, if you haven't got a chance to check out Sam's conversation with Erik, please go do so. If anything, like I said, it made me a much bigger fan of Erik specifically, it gives me a different perspective on his creativity and the music that he creates. So shout out to him, shout out to Sugar Free, and shout out to Sorry You're Blue for putting us on the song today. And she told me I'm a little early on the album. It's not out yet, but it's coming. So we'll have to dig deeper. We'll have to get deeper. And yeah, let me know in the comment what the next song from Erik we need to check out is from this project, and we will do that. Praying for a miracle. Until the next video, be kind to a stranger, tell somebody that you love them, and if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room